Welcome, ageless gainers. Today is about why you are not gaining muscle in your 30s, 40s, 50s. I'm going to tell you why you're not. So subscribe today, hit this, save this video, watch it again and again. Forward this to somebody that you love and care about. Trust me, they'll thank you. Because this is a raw video, I'm not going to cut it. I'm going to make a lot of mistakes verbally, and I don't care because I'm passionate, and I ain't got time to cut stuff. I got time to do this. Number one is, of course, resistance training. Resistance training has to be number one on that list. Forget about cardio. It's great. Love doing the cardio, the hits, the walking, and losing body fat. It's great. That's for another video that I'll put in the bottom here. Resistance training, 3, at least to 2, to get to 3, sometimes 4. You don't have to do a lot. It's what you do in the time frame. And I say, make sure that this number 1 includes compound lifts. And these are the 5 compound lifts that I'm talking about, or a variation of these compound lifts, whether it's free weights, cables, but here, progressive overload with those. Kettlebells are my thing now. But that's for another video. Compound lifts. Bench pressing. Key. All right? Military press. Shoulder press. Number 2. Number 3, deadlifts. I know it can be scary to lift heavy shit off the ground, but it helps you with your grip strength is huge as we get older. Grip strength is a sign of how old or how long you will live. And I'm not going to get into all the science right now, but look it up. Grip strength is one of those precursors that follow that. Deadlifts help that, okay, tremendously. Lifting heavy shit off the ground safely. Get a trainer if you don't know how to do it. Find someone that does, and they will show you the correct way. Number 4 is anything squats. Doesn't have to be squats with the bar on your back. It could be leg presses, lunges, RDLs, things that focus on the largest part of your body that builds the most testosterone and burns the most fat are your legs. Add a couple pounds there. A pound or 2 makes a complete difference to your life, your quality of life, moving when you are in your 40s and 50s. I'm going into my 50s, and I think that idiot was me when I was 25 that I really focused on. People hated leg days. I learned to embrace the leg day, and it built the rest of my body. It burned the most calories. So it's important. And number 5 on that list is anything back. Pull downs, pull ups, anything that focuses on your back. Lat work. Those are the 5 that you want to focus on for compound lifts. Now you could throw variations of these in. All right, you can do it all on cables. Good personal trainer will put that workout together for you. And progressive overload is the key if you want to gain muscle. All right. If you want to gain, it has to be progressively overload over the weeks. Go do a 90-day program. Do a 120-day program, but progressively lift, and then start all over again after that 90 days. Go back to the beginning and add a few more pounds on. It works. This way you're building strength, right? Doing it getting to 3 times a week is great. 4 would be just that extra added. The 4th day that I use for strength training for myself is typically the area in which I'm weak in. And shoulders were mine. I hated the flat shoulders. Now I got rounded shoulders. So I would put more shoulder work, extra 30-minute workout. Hit the chest a little bit more, hit the shoulders a lot more, and really focused in on those. And then the next week it would be my triceps, for instance, and focusing on tricep work on that extra day. But resistance training, guys, is one of the number 1 reasons why you're not adding muscle. You gotta put your muscle under stress to build it. Number 2 here, and I know that I've talked about this already a lot, but it is diet. And I'm going to stick on one thing. And that's one thing. I don't care what you eat in a day. I care. Get your protein right for these workouts. All right. So whether you're eating it before and after, if you weigh 170 pounds and you want to weigh 170 pounds and be, add muscle and keep the muscle that's there, 1 gram per pound of body weight. 1 gram per pound of body weight. I don't care if you're male or female. If you're female, you want to lower that, great. Don't be afraid of it as you get older. Your body will utilize it. Trust me. Try to get 80-90% clean source. I'm not talking about fast food all the time either. Get you a solid meal protein replacement that is grass-fed, grass-finished if you are not vegan. There are great vegan options out there. I use OWN as vegan. Today's my vegan day. I'm not trying to get into that, but there are really good proteins out there to help you replace that 20-30% a day that you're missing, maybe even 40%, as long as it's clean. And I'm that believer that protein should be a required nutrient, right? It is not a supplement. Protein powder, protein, it should not be a supplement. It should be a food. It's a food. It's protein. It's what your body needs for repair, immune, joints, cartilage, all of the rebuilding of that. Your body breaks those amino acids, the protein, into amino acids for repair. All that stuff I just said. All right. Yes. All right. Number 3, solid supplementation. And what I mean by solid supplementation, I don't mean you don't even have to supplement. And I'm not going to put protein in here because I already talked about that. It's part of food and diet. We're all deficient in magnesium in most ways. The deficiency rate on magnesium, I think, is at 60% in the United States. Vitamin D3, K2, vitamin D, K2, those, and then zinc. We're the most deficient of any country in the United States in the world. And in some other parts of the world where they don't get enough sun, it's 80 to 90% deficient in vitamin D. And these are the essential ones that your body needs for repair, for your immune system, for just the longevity. To me, those are the longevity ones, the longevity vitamins and minerals there. Everything else can come from food, but I do supplement those. And I also supplement creatine. I've been supplementing creatine for years, on and off, but steadily for the last 11. Okay, 5 grams a day, for the rest of your life. I mean, check with your doctor, but it's the most studied supplement in history. Creatine is on top of protein. Creatine is above that. That's how much it's been studied, and it is effective. Okay, and going into number 3 here. Number 3 is, and it's a hard one. It's a hard one for people to follow, and that is getting enough rest. Finding ways to get enough rest, to get enough sleep, quality sleep. The best thing I've done over the past 15 years is my room is dark. Sleeping in a dark room or darkened room. So when the sun comes up, if your body wants that extra hour, some of us can't do that. Some of us can't get the extra sleep. I get it. But finding a way over time to find extra sleep and that sleep to get that 7 to 8 hours. I can function on 5 to 6, of course. We all can function in different ways when we're young, but as you get older, it's more prevalent that you need that. All right. And then going into number 4 here. Number 4 is hydration. I cannot say enough about, I'm not going to give you the ounces of water to drink. I'm not going to say, hey, drink 8 ounce glasses of water a day. No. Drink for what your body needs. Your body needs to be hydrated. Skin, muscles. Your muscles are 70% water. All right. And you want to retain those. You got to feed if you're a prime athlete, the water amount that you need is crazy. If you're a lifter and doing cardio, the hydration is huge. I'm at that 96 ounces of water a day at least. I get up in the morning. First thing that's in this mouth is 2 cups of water, 16 to 24 ounces, somewhere in between there. And I'm not including coffee in that. I'm talking clean water. Clean water. Hydration. Body needs it. First thing in the morning for me, not before a meal, but after meals typically. Prime my stomach for meals sometimes, but just get the water in. Get the hydration in. Again, all 4 of these are why if you're not finding some kind of consistency, which leads me to number 5 here, and final, is the consistency of all of those. Is the consistency of just that. The resistance training, right? The protein first in this mouth. Protein first. I mean, okay, get your fats in, get your carbs in. I get it. If you're trying to lose body fat, the healthy deficit, caloric deficit, is huge for losing body fat. Retaining that muscle, keeping it and building it during that time, protein, resistance training, protein, hydration, compound lifts. Okay, compound lifts. Don't start isolating everything, okay, initially. Trust me on this, okay? These are the reasons, because you're not consistent with those items when it comes to the sleep, the rest. And that's it. That's why you're not. The recovery especially on your recovery days, getting enough rest, finding one day a week where you can get 9 to 10 hours of sleep in that day. And I'm a firm believer, too, that you can catch up on sleep. I'm not talking about having sleep-deprived body for months at a time, and then you just go on vacation and sleep for 10 hours a day. No, I'm talking about making it up in a shorter period of time, once a week, finding that 9 hours that you can sleep to 10 hours, or maybe twice a week you can do that, where you're getting solid recovery, right? And, try eating clean for 2 days. Clean everything. I'm not talking about going organic. Try to all organic. I'm just talking about eat clean a couple times a week, especially after those workouts, those lifts, right? And get that protein level moved up. I'm telling you guys, this is the reasons why you're not gaining, retaining, and these are the reasons you can change and put them together, and just focus on that. Focus on those 5 things, and the consistency of that is one of them. Just be consistent. Just stay consistent, and the muscle will come. The muscle will stay. I've never, ever, ever seen anybody that says, man, this resistance training doesn't do anything. Unless you're just not progressively overloading over time if you want to gain muscle. Just doing the basic workouts for like the rest of your life, getting the muscles moved. I'm not talking about shredding them up. I'm just talking about the basics, and then adding on and building the progressive overload and everything. So that's it for today. Please subscribe. Hit that like button. Okay, hit that like button. Please. I'm trying to grow this channel. Love everybody that does this. Thank you. Talk to you soon. I'm out.